you really believe this shit, good luck to you.
We trade almost twice as much with the Americans as we trade with the rest of the world combined. Trade with the U.S. is 40% of our economy. President Trump yesterday made an unjustified threat of a 25% tariff on our already weak and shrinking economy. Justin Trudeau and Chrystia Freeland were surprised.
You look like you have boobs,
Amazingly,
brother.
everyone else knew something like this could be coming because President Trump had been talking about it for years on the campaign trail. Yet 20 days ago, Chrystia Freeland said, "Don't worry, Canada will be fine." Apparently, neither she nor Justin Trudeau were following what the incoming president was saying. And now, we must take account and we must be honest with our unprecedented weakness. After 9 years of Prime Minister Trudeau, our GDP is smaller than it was when he took off, per capita, is smaller than it was when he took office. In fact,
are you talking about his penis?
GDP has dropped more than any other G7 country since the year before COVID. We have the most indebted households. We've had the worst housing inflation. A quarter of our people are in poverty. 2 million people line up in food banks. Food prices have risen 37% faster in Canada than in the United States of America. Our economy is teetering on the brink of collapse. And now we face this renewed threat. We need a plan to put Canada first on the economy and on security. So, to start with, on the economy, I'm calling on Prime Minister Trudeau to put partisanship aside and in the spirit of Team Canada to accept that he cannot
Team Canada? Isn't that a hockey team?
Carbon tax to 61 cents a litre. This was an irresponsible policy to begin with, but combining this kind of crippling energy tax increase with potential tariffs from Donald Trump would push our economy into a nightmare and a tailspin. So, let's put partisanship aside and axe the tax. Second,
axe the tax.
The Prime Minister has to put aside partisanship and in the spirit of Team Canada, cancel his energy cap, which would see Alberta and Saskatchewan produce 35% less energy at a time when we need...
Dude, you got quite the side part there. Holy crap.
And the incoming American president says he wants to cut gas prices in half. Well, the only way to do it will be to import more clean Canadian energy, so the Prime Minister has to stop this assault on our biggest industry. Next, he has to cancel all tax increases.
Your boobs are looking pretty big right about now.
Investment and making stuff in Canada. Finally, he needs to renew and restart the commitment to end
you have like girly shoulders too.
And the Buy America policies, just like Stephen Harper was successful in doing, even
Stephen
Justin
Harper.
Trudeau has not been able to do that under 3 presidents and 9 years.
Stephanie Harper.
On security. About a week ago, Justin Trudeau admitted that he broke our immigration system.
Oh, shit.
And that brings new challenges. His own published document showed there are 4.9 million people here temporarily that are supposed to leave.
And you're giving them how much money?
December 31st of next year. 13 months from now. 4.9 million people. We asked what the plan was to track their departures, and yesterday his immigration minister said, we're just going to take people at their word. He admits that there have been 2 ISIS terrorists allowed into our country. What is the plan to protect our security and reinstate sovereignty over who is in our country? Military.
You look like a
Justin
girl.
Trudeau has demolished our military with poor decisions, botched procurements, and wasted money. One thing he could do today is announce that his planned $1 billion cut to the military is canceled, and then present a real plan to reallocate money away from lower priorities towards rebuilding our military and reinforcing our military security over North America. And finally, on drugs.
Drugs,
I want
yeah.
to stop drug overdoses to please Donald Trump. I want to stop drug overdoses so that there's not one more mother with her face buried in a pillow sobbing that she just lost her kid. After 47,000 other Canadians have died. That's more than we lost in the Second World War.
Oh my
A
God,
200%
what
annual
the fuck
increase
is that
in drug
shit?
overdose deaths have resulted.
You gotta
from
be fucking
Justin
kidding
Trudeau's
me.
Radical liberalization of drugs.
Are you guys fucking for
Justin Trudeau
real?
must put partisanship aside. Not just for the sake of Team Canada, but for the sake of our people.
Wow.
And fully reverse his liberalization
What a
of drugs.
fucking joke.
Ban them, prosecute those who traffic in them, secure our borders against the illegal importation of fentanyl ingredients,
The only
put people in
fucking
treatment and
bullshit that's
recovery
going on
to
here
bring our loved ones
are you
home,
fucking assholes
drug-free.
letting all this
That's
shit
necessary
happen.
now more than ever. Look,
Why would I want that shit?
President Trump
And nobody else would want that
has
shit.
the right to put his workers and his nation's
You
security
guys are
first.
letting this happen
I will put Canada's
and trying to
workers
make us feel
and
guilty
Canada's
about it.
security first. We need a prime
Saying-
minister with the strength and the smarts, the brains and the backbone to stand up for this country, to rebuild
We all
our
know it.
security, our military.
You're dumb
and
as
our
fuck.
economy. That is what I will do. Let's bring it
Good
home.
for you, brother. Woo-wee.